So we have understood, or we have been relearning, that how important is the thought for a good life and how important it is. Now we also should relearn how the thoughts will come. For that, we have to relearn by analysis of thoughts, by understanding the analysis of thoughts. So generally, our scriptures and philosophy says, instructs us to learn that thoughts can be analyzed into three ways: quantity of the thought, quality of the thought, direction of the thought. If one wanted to enter into divine life and become sanctified and grow spiritually, we have to relearn that first we have to analyze thoughts. For that, thoughts can be analyzed in three ways. What are those? Quantity of thought, quality of thought, and direction of thought. Now, what is quantity of thought? Every one of us know quantity: 5 kgs, 6 kgs, 2 liters, 3 liters, some amount of quantity. So, here the quantity of thought refers to the speed and frequency of thoughts. Quantity of thoughts means the speed and frequency of thoughts. So, calculating how many thoughts arise every second is important for a spiritual practitioner. The higher this quantity, the more restless the mind, the greater the cause for sorrow. So, first one is quantity of thoughts. If someone wanted to grow spiritually as a sadhaka or step into divine life, we have to categorize the thought, mind thought, into three forms. One is quantity of thoughts, second one is quality of thoughts, and third, importantly, the direction of thoughts. So, first one is quantity of thoughts. As we have relearned, it refers to speed and frequency. How more, the higher the quantity, more we are restless. Understand that. Now, second, quality of thoughts. So, a person's behavior generally dictated by the quality of thoughts emerging in the mind, as we have relearned. So, what happens? They can be generally, the quality of thought can be categorized into good thought, bad thought, pure thought, impure thought, selfish thought, selfless thought, quality of the thought. So, one is quantity of the thought. Quantity is the higher the frequency, higher the quantity, more you are restless. More we are restless. The quality of the thought, how genuine it is, how good it is, how bad it is. Quantity of the thought, quality of the thought. And third, more importantly, direction of thought. Direction. One must, as a spiritual sadhaka or one who wanted to step into spiritual life, to practice and progress spiritually, we have to observe the direction in which our thoughts are traveling. We have to spend good amount of time to understand these three categories: analysis of thoughts. In which direction? One must observe the direction in which our thoughts are traveling. Generally, for any human being, thoughts tend to flow in a single direction. If you are filled with anger, everything in our surrounding will appear very flawed or very bad. We will not, it doesn't seems to be a pleasured moment. If our thoughts are joyful, happiness will radiate all around us and everything will appear in a perfect harmony. So, These three are very, very important. One is quantity of thought, second, quality of thought, and third, direction of the thought. So, a spiritual practitioner first should understand what is the frequency of thoughts which are coming in my mind. More the thoughts, more restless, no focus. Quality of thoughts, we have to analyze ourselves. Does the thought is good, bad, selfish, self-centered, pure, impure? Then we have to train our brain. Third one, direction. So they keep on going in only one direction. If we are very much angry, everything seems to be in that condition. If we are very happy and joyful, it will radiate. That's what everyone would have encountered. Now, what is important to relearn? Our Jagadguru Paramahamsa Yogda Maharaja, Samasta Guru Mandali, and Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja say that control first quantity of the thoughts. What to do? Yes, we understood that more the thoughts, we are more restless. Done. Okay, we understood. They are telling Shivana, we understood. Jainamugana Sankirtan understood. What to do? Now, what Yogda Maharaja is telling, what Babaji Maharaja is telling, what Samasta Guru Mandali is telling, that is very important. So, control of the quantity of thoughts. How? So, when thoughts are excessive, we remain in a state of anxiety and sorrow, as we have been relearning. When we become angry, the quantity of thought increases unexpectedly and we lose control. As a result, the actions we perform lead to haste, agitation, and sometimes very harmful also. So, we have to reduce those quantity of thoughts. And most importantly, when this quantity of thoughts are very, very higher side, what happens? As we have relearned, we become mentally disturbed, suffer from symptoms such as insomnia, indigestion, headache, BP, blood pressure, and emotional tension. So, in fact, excessive thoughts lead to depression, grief, and regret. This may lead to a state of decline. That is the reason we have to control our speed of thoughts. So, when thoughts in our mind are very fewer, we experience peace and mental stability. You can radiate that positive energy. So, that is the reason you would have seen, we all would have seen that we remain peaceful in the state of deep sleep. Why? Due to unnecessary thoughts. So, we reach an unnatural state and fall into sorrow due to unnecessary thoughts. Because there are no thoughts, we feel very peaceful while sleeping. So, if unnecessary thoughts are removed from the mind, then automatically peace, comfort, and happiness will come, and you can radiate that joy in your family, in your office, in your wherever you are. So, how to control? Very simple. We have to constantly engage in some meaningful work and act with discipline. Then only this quantity of thoughts which are rising, the frequency is very high, can be controlled. That means discipline in work. Means performing tasks properly with time management. Now, if we work with the discipline, what happens? Time is not wasted. Then there is no need of doing repeatedly the same task and plan it several times. What happens? That kind of a discipline will not give room to distorted feelings, illusions, and negative energies. So we will remain calm and peaceful. In addition to that, we should always remain engaged, not only in meaningful work and act with the discipline, but also in constructive and healthy activities. So we must concentrate the mind on the work which we are doing. That we call it as Shraddha, single minded focus, single minded thought, Ek Lakshya Sadhan. In Hindi, we call it as Ek Lakshya Sadhan, single minded focus. Then only we can control the quantity of thought. Then comes quality of thoughts. So, as we have been relearning, once again, Guru Mandali says to repeat it. The one is, first we have understood the importance of mind and thought. And thought is a superpower than anything. In that, every sadhaka or any human being who would like to progress spiritually or to have a happy life should categorize and understand into, analyze into three kinds or three parts or three ways. One is, first we have to understand quantity of thoughts. Second, quality of thoughts. So we have relearned what does it mean, quantity of thoughts. And then how to control. So discipline, meaningful work, and most importantly, constructive and healthy practicing or healthy activities practicing, including Satsanga.